why am I thinking about me when what he asked me to do is for someone else? Well, the truth that I want to disrobe before God and before you is that my issue with self-worth, specifically low self-worth. And I say low self-worth because I know that I have worth, but I tend to measure my worth based on how other people are demonstrating their worth. And I know that's silly, and I know that's not how God designed us to think about ourselves. But as you go through life, if you've had situations in your life that was probably traumatizing or that affected that, it can go on through your life. And in my 60s, it's never too late to face the truth. It's never too late to examine the truth. And I want God to help me to see, the why underneath that. I battle a lot with that. And I believe that, like most issues that we deal with, the main underlying root of self-worth is fear. And in talking about self-worth, the way it shows up with me is that any idea that I have that I know that I'm supposed to act on or that I want to act on, I become hesitant because I'll get to the place where I've created it, whether I've created whether I've shot the video or I've written a piece or I've worked on a project, I've completed a book. I feel like I have to compare, and I compare what I have with someone else that I see that looks better than mine, that speaks better than I do, that shoots the video better than I do, that has better equipment than I do. And it's so easy to recoil and diminish yourself, diminish your light, diminish your worth, and not do anything. And I've talked in my other video about procrastination, and they're so connected. When we get into that space of where we believe that we have no worth based on our comparison, we tend to dismiss and deny and just stop doing what we know we're capable of doing. And that's a big problem because time goes by, life goes on, and whatever you were inspired to do is hidden. It's not being delivered, even if it's just to one person for their benefit. And I believe that everything that we are capable of doing through our gifts, our talents, our abilities, our strengths, it's not for us. It really is for the kingdom, for God's kingdom. It's for others. It's not for us. And I'm talking about that, and I did mention the fear aspect and the comparison, but another root that I want to consider is selfishness. Why am I thinking about me when what he asked me to do is for someone else? Why are you thinking about others, whether comparing yourself with others, trying to measure your worth with others, if what you are designed and supposed and commanded to do is not for you? Selfishness. And we know what God says about selfishness. We know what God says about being selfish and thinking only of ourselves. It's not, it doesn't add to our self-worth. It takes away. It puts us above others. And in God's kingdom, everyone is valued. You are valued. Your gifts and talents are valued. God is not a God that thinks about himself. He gives. He gave his son, his only son, Jesus Christ, for us. His kingdom is about love. His kingdom is about joy. His kingdom is about helping others do better, be better. feel better. And whatever you have, whatever idea that God has given you, whatever project, um, whatever He has given you to do, whatever gift and talent He's given you to use, I would urge you today, and don't think of yourself. Don't measure your worth with someone else's, because what we're doing is we're only seeing through our own eyes. But I will suggest that you take off your own glasses and see things through God's lens. Put His glasses on. Ask God, if what I'm going to do, show me where I should deliver it. How will it benefit? And most often, everything that He's told you to do through your gifts and talents is for someone else. It's to uplift and build His kingdom. If you're comparing what you're doing or what you're supposed to do, what you want to do with someone else, remember to take off your own glasses. Put His lens on, see through His lens, and see that God put that seed in you, and it was meant to be planted by you. It was meant to be nurtured by you. It was meant to be harvested by you, but it was also meant to be shared for others. I hope that this video has been of value to you. Remember to like, comment, share, subscribe. Yes, share this video with anyone who is struggling with that same issue of not doing what they're supposed to do because they're comparing and they're devaluing their worth. Share it with someone so that they can be encouraged to move forward with what God wants them to do, despite how others around them feel, think, or what they have produced. Because what you were given is not for you, it's for others. Remember also to hit that notification bell so that you can continue to receive videos such as this one. Remember, find your purpose, live your purpose, and I'll see you on the better side. Your Purpose Joy Life. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to our channel for more on-purpose living content.